the awarding of diplomas to the members of the graduating class. And that is, we hear from numero uno. The valedictorian of the class is chosen by vote of the faculty from among the top students in the class. It doesn't have to be the number one student. Sometimes it is, and this year is one of those times. Our valedictorian is an accomplished football player on this field, an accomplished string player in the theater and in the orchestra pit, and he is a scholar who ranks first in an extraordinarily challenging and able class. Our valedictorian for the class of 2012, Richard Chung.
I begin today by congratulating the class of 2012 for their successful graduation from Harvard-Westlake. I couldn't have asked for a more talented and kind-hearted group of classmates, and I will truly miss all of you. I wish you the very best in the future. Within our class of 2012, there are two very special people I would like to honor. The first is Hallie Brookman, who has joined us today for graduation. At school, you amazed us with your boundless energy and sparkling personality. Through your illness, you have given us a true example of courage and serve as an inspiration to us all. The second is Ishan Bose-Pine, who tragically passed away last year. We will always remember his bright smile, his ability to light up a room with his laugh, and his passion for every endeavor he pursued. Ishan was, as a student, who we would all like to be as adults. We as a class have so much to be thankful for and so many people to be thankful to. Parents, even though you seem to take pleasure in embarrassing us in front of our friends, we still love you. When we beg you to stop asking us so many questions and give you a hard time about household rules, what we really mean to say is thank you for caring. Teachers, we know your secret. It's not just by accident that all of our tests and papers are due on the same day. But we, as magnanimous students, are willing to overlook that bit of cruelty, and we thank you for teaching us not just knowledge, but how to think, and for pushing us to do our very best, especially when we did not want to. By thanking our wisest mentors and most enthusiastic advocates, we recognize that we could not have reached this point without their support, and we realize just how privileged we are to have them be a part of our lives. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. And boy, have we exceeded those expectations. In every field, from academics to athletics, and from visual arts to music, we have taken advantage of bountiful resources and unconditional support, and worked diligently to achieve admirable feats. We have state champion athletes, imaginative artists, and virtuoso musicians, just to name a few. In the future, we will be accomplishing great things, and you do not need my urging to do so. The question I pose is, as students who have the work ethic and ability to achieve so much, what should we be spending our effort and talent on? While there is no definitive answer to that question, I will share two guiding principles that have greatly influenced me, and I hope will encourage you as well. First, a great paradox in life is that those who seek only external rewards, namely riches and fame, rarely find it, and if they do, rarely enjoy it. Those, however, who work for intrinsic rewards, or pleasure derived from the work itself, often find that wealth and esteem follow them. The piano student who asks, "How many hours do I have to practice in order to become a famous pianist?" will never achieve that goal. The student, however, who, not worrying about future rewards, plays piano simply because it is enjoyable and meaningful, has a much better chance of succeeding. The gratification of wealth and fame are at best fleeting. However, the deep satisfaction of doing something you enjoy and are good at is priceless. Second, in our consumerist society, it is easy to fall into the temptation of thinking that our only motivation for working hard is to satisfy our desires and live for our own happiness. I am no Grinch, and I do want us to enjoy ourselves. My hope is that we don't use the opportunities our education provides for the sole purpose of living a comfortable, complacent life. Outside of our Harvard-Westlake bubble, there are problems to be solved and people to be helped. We, as highly capable citizens of the world, are responsible for achieving these noble goals. Because if we neglect these sacred duties, then the pressing issues facing humanity today are not met. If we do, however, dedicate our success not just to our own well-being, but also for that of others, especially those less fortunate, then our future is bright. This is not a call to take a vow of continual sacrifice. Rather, it is our call to make our consequential mark on this world. Now that phrase, "make your mark," may sound familiar. That is because Dr. Hybricks started the year with that motto, and I will end with it. To be clear, I am not endorsing drawing funny doodles on lunch tables. Great people in history who have made their positive mark on the world are not those who look to improve their own lives, but rather improve the lives of others. They help, lead, and inspire those around them. As the great baseball legend Jackie Robinson said, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." Class of 2012, in whatever field we choose to pursue, I urge us to make our mark by leaving the world a far better place than when we entered it. The time is now for us to make our mark.
In keeping with Richard's, in keeping with